He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a running room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play there.
On the move. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working from the pistol. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Aggies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking for the score. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Blatt. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he...
What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. And the Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process.
There he goes! And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the red area, it's Price. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Jennings. Got his man.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. Finding an escape route. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped down at the 27. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Got a man. It's Bussey. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. This time it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line, it'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. On the run deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, SMU.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He fires a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Sweet spin. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's caught. It's Boyd. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. It's gone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Scanning the field, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Bussey. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to get it in. He stopped just inches short, had a good catch, tried to get it in, but was denied. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Yeah, and this is an interesting decision, right? You've got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Turning on the Jets. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll give it to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Up-tempo for the offense.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Reed. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hood. Here's a heat. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to surge it in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hood. He's going up top here late in the game. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, SMU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Aggies have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Hood. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something.